Gowanus. What is it? Wikipedia defines it as is a neighborhood in the New York City borough of Brooklyn. The neighborhood is part of Brooklyn Community Board 6. Gowanus tonight. What is it? Well, you're about to find out, because this is Gowanus tonight! Gowanus tonight. My sweet Gowanus tonight. Jacob, is this going to be a good show? Jacob's giving me the thumbs up. This Wikipedia entry on Gowanus is lacking. Under history, all it has is, in 1636, Gowanus Bay was the site of the first settlement of Dutch farmers. More shit has happened in Gowanus than that. I mean, there's that woman who screams racist stuff. Why don't they talk about her? Why don't they talk about the Lowe's or the Pathmark? That Lowe's, I don't know how many toilet seats and box fans from that place, and nobody's saying anything about it here on Wikipedia. I mean, if there was only some way that I could, put that stuff in, but, Wikipedia is such an exclusive club. Can't get in. Folks, it's Gowanus tonight. I'm here, your host, Anthony Herrera. Jacob, manning the cameras. Jacob, he's camera shy, but he's my co-creator. Just to give you some information about Jacob, because just to give you an idea, because I'm going to talk to him a lot during the show. Jacob, he's about 6'11". He weighs about 100 pounds. He has a very nebulous face. When you look at his face, you can't concentrate on it. It's sort of just like looking at a smear. I close my eyes right now, and I have no idea what my good friend Jacob looks like. Couldn't describe him to you at all. But he's a good guy. He's got a great singing voice. Sounds like a fucking angel. The only problem with that is that he can only sing when someone within a half-mile radius is about to die. We discovered, which is a weird tick of his. We also discovered on two occasions, we found out that the song that he was singing was the dying person's favorite song. Weird. Those two times, the one time it was Meredith Brooks's Bitch, and the other time it was ELO's Twilight. Because I remember, because we were watching The Others, and it was really scary. And then all of a sudden, he just started bursting out, just on the corner of your waking mind, there lies another time, where darkness and light are one. And that scared the hell out of me. He's a real cool guy, but he's a weird guy. And you just get used to it. He's my friend. And I love him. But, what else we got going on here? Let's see. Well, still don't know how to love. If you saw the first episode, I mentioned that I don't know how to love. Still haven't figured that out. But other than that, I think we should just get on with the show. We should bring on our first guest. Coming to Gowanus tonight. He's a filmmaker. Sportsman? No, that's not true. He doesn't play sports at all. Filmmaker. He's a filmmaker. Coming to the stage, Mr. Nick Grant. Ow.
You told me you had intro me. Oh my goodness, thank you.
My friend, you are the Dreamweaver. But before we get into any of that, does this clip need any setup?
No, it doesn't.
Go. Wow, that is powerful stuff.
Yeah. Well, it really hits you where you don't expect it to.
Well, in the eyes.
In the eyes.
It hit.
Well, no, I mean, that's where you expect it to, but then there's a sort of sneak attack, from underneath.
You're right, but what I really wanted to ask you, Nick, was, what do you want for Christmas, little boy?
Oh, man. What I want for Christmas is new Xbox One, a few of those.
You need more than one Xbox One?
Yeah. Well, I want one for my TV and one for my computer.
How does it... Wait, are you telling me that the Xbox One can hook up to your PC?
Yeah. Yeah, and to your Macintosh computer.
To my Macintosh.
Yeah, your Macintosh right there. Can,
this my
an Xbox One.
This isn't my computer, of course. I found this computer. I don't know what. There's a lot of files on it, a lot of graphic stuff.
There's a lot of grime on it.
There's a lot of grime. That's what happens. I found it down by the canal.
Wow. Oh boy, you don't want to use that.
It's a canal computer. That's how bad the stuff is on it. Someone tried to throw it away in the canal. That's
awful. They did a terrible thing to that computer. And it doesn't look like it's taken it very well.
No, not at all.
But functional, shockingly.
It is shockingly functional. But we're not here to talk about my computer.
Okay.
Nick Grant, we are here to talk about your film.
Oh yeah.
Your film that you are filming, and you're in pre-production now. You're in some production right now.
That's right. Today we went and filmed a lot of the. We got the voices.
Ooh, voices. Give you a clue what kind of movie it is. Well, let's just tell them what the movie is. What is your movie?
Yeah, it's called Gutboy.
Gutboy.
And it's about a man who loses everything, even his skin. And then he teams up with a mermaid with her own score to settle, and they seek bloody revenge on a triumvirate of evil guys.
Wow. Now, you said you're recording voices. Is this an animated film?
It's animated in a particular sense of the word. It's a marionette movie.
Ooh, like Thunderbirds or Go.
Yes, exactly, much like Thunderbirds or Go. But with less bobbling.
You don't like the bobbling?
I don't like the bobbling. I'm not a fan of that.
You didn't like the fact that they made it look like they had problems.
Yeah.
It's just like a bunch of high-level security guys all had neurological diseases. Just like, we gotta stop the aliens.
Well, the weird thing was, it was like their motion was entirely constrained to their neck. Like, they're just completely still down here and bobbing all around up here.
Well, not to get off topic, but I think then you'd love Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons, because that's a marionette show where they solved that problem. But most people hate that show because it doesn't have the bobbly head thing.
You don't say.
Exactly.
That's crazy. Yeah.
But now, more about Gutboy.
Yeah.
Where did you get the idea?
I got the idea for... Have you ever heard of Zipe Toltec?
Who hasn't?
He's a Mexican god, as you know.
Right. I know Zipe.
Yeah, he's called the Flayed God.
The Flayed God.
Because he doesn't have any skin.
Of course.
And in his honor, is a very gruesome ceremony where the priests would kill a human sacrifice and flay his skin and wear it until it decayed.
And this is what Zipe was into.
Yeah, that's how they honored him.
So
because he was flayed, and so they flayed this other guy.
So that's what got you onto the whole getting someone's skin off, but what were the other influences? Why is there a mermaid in this story?
Oh, well, you know that old story about the fisherman who catches the fish that grants him a wish in order to not eat it?
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking of that, and I thought that was cool, but what if instead of fish, it was a mermaid?
Mm-hmm.
And then what tensions would there be between fisherman and mermaid?
Because obviously, any relationship between a man and a mermaid is going to be more complicated than with a man and a fish.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, when you're saying tension, you're talking sexy tensions.
Yeah, sexy tensions.
Sexy tensions, and was that your? Are you? I don't know how to phrase this, but are you into fish sex or? What?
Well, no. I mean, that's why it's not a fish,
right?
For one.
Well, it's half fish.
And I have to say too that the entire thing is undercut because he doesn't have a wiener.
Right.
The puppet doesn't have a wiener.
Right. So there's no sex in the.
Yeah, like there can be love, romantic tension.
I don't think romantic love can exist without sex, my friend.
Well, I don't know. I mean, there's all sorts of kinds of ways to interact sexually, I guess, without a penis.
You're right.
So So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that does. Well, it undercuts it. You know,
Sure.
It's still a possibility.
I'm just saying, as a filmmaker, you should completely understand your world.
No, that's true. I'm glad we're hashing this out.
Because I think, and it's going to show on screen that we figured all of this out right now about sex, love, and this is sort of what your movie's about. It's about all the spectrums of human feeling.
Yeah. Well, a bunch. Did you ever in science class do the thing where you shine a light through a gas, and then it gives you the spectrum of that gas?
Yeah, of course.
But it's really only about maybe, if you added it all up, it's like maybe 5% of the width of the entire piece of paper.
Of course.
I think that's maybe about what we're dealing with here.
Okay, so you're saying that the spectrum of human emotion is too broad for any piece of art to encapsulate completely.
Well, I mean for Gutboy.
Okay.
But it's really good. It's because it hits those ones very brightly.
Yes, I've read the script, and confession time, I play a voice in it. I am Cug the policeman. I'm one of the evil triumvirate.
You are, yeah.
Of which Gutboy must get his revenge. And we've rehearsed. I have to say, you're a very good director.
Oh, thank you.
He's a good director in the sense that I don't know how many of you have taken direction, but he's a director who will give you suggestions rather than tell you what to do. And that's very important for all you aspiring directors watching at 1:30 in the morning on a Wednesday, probably, drunk. You are a model director.
Thank you, Anthony. And you're a fantastic actor.
Oh, stop.
I won't.
Go on, then.
No, I won't do that either.
You're not going to stop or go on? You found a third alternative?
I did. I'm not going to tell you how it works. What were you about to say?
Holy shit, you've just blown my mind. Speaking of blowing minds, cryptids.
Yeah.
You are a cryptid fan.
I am a cryptid fan.
Just to explain, cryptids are animals that we cannot prove that they are real hoaxes. Sometimes they are. Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster,
Yeti,
which is the
Wendigo.
Wendigo. What are some of your favorite cryptids?
Well, I actually just listed a couple of them.
Those are the big ones, though. What are the sort of like underground cryptids you're into?
Well, there's Bad Boy and Mothman.
Of course.
Which really not even that underground, right?
Yeah.
Really, you could call a cryptid as something as obscure as like a kid's underground bed monster fantasy.
Right.
It's so all-encompassing.
There was no way to prove if that monster under that kid's bed is real. But you used to live in Gowanus. Are you aware of the Gowanus-centric cryptids?
Well, I have read that there's some certain life forms living on the bottom of the canal that are undocumented.
Well, of course, we all have heard of the creature of the canal. That's everyone who lives in Gowanus knows about that. There's the two big ones: Creature of the Canal and Eddie Vedder. Those are the two big cryptids who wander around Gowanus. People are always seeing, but there's some lesser known ones. Like there's the Gowanus farmer, and I don't know if you know about this. This is a farmer who wanders around. Do you remember last year when you used to live here? You would take the F train back, and that 1 week there was all that corn growing on top of the lows. And then Bloomberg sent in his thugs to burn it.
Yeah, it was weird because I actually was under the impression that was an art installation.
It wasn't an art installation. Gowanus farmer grew that corn.
Whoa. That's crazy because, the thing is that it's not fertile soil. Like, for one thing, it's tar. Right. And for another thing, the air is toxic.
The air is toxic. It is tar. The farmer made it work. Which makes him my favorite because he's a magical farmer at that point.
Yeah.
But another, it says here, I have to go to my computer to look this up. There's another cryptid we have here called Space Ape.
Space Ape?
Yeah, have you ever heard of Space Ape?
I've never heard of Space Ape.
There's very little information about Space Ape, but it says here that he's half astronaut, half ape, and that's all we were... Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh my God! It's a Space Ape! He's here! Hey!
Okay, I've had some training in there. Shoot! Space Ape! Space Ape! Listen to me, Space Ape! What do you want from us, Space Ape?
Oh, god damn it, Space Ape. The Space Ape just stole my beer.
Space Ape's a fucking carpetbagger.
Hey, you know, it's okay. I got one of his hairs, and we can use this to make a voodoo doll of him.
We can make a voodoo doll. I was going to send it in for DNA sampling to make more Space Apes, but you're right. Voodoo is obviously the answer. Well, Science has failed us. It's made Space Apes.
You think he was a product of science? That's Space Ape.
What do you think he is? Magic? Astronauts aren't magic.
I'm sorry. You're telling me the men that supposedly walk on the moon are not magic?
You are being ridiculous right now. Astronauts are products of science. Apes are products of nature. It's a totally scientific nature thing, not something magical. Shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my god. Holy shit. No, it can't be. It can't be. What the? Is it? Like, fucking no way. Holy shit. It's Eddie Vedder. Holy fucking shit, it's Eddie Vedder. He's a fucking legend. He's here in fucking Brooklyn. It's Eddie fucking Vedder. Holy shit. Eddie Vedder. He wrote Jeremy. I gotta talk to him. Shit. Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. Holy shit. Eddie! Eddie, what's going on? Is those... What the... Just a bunch of hot dogs. Eddie! Where'd he go? Hot dogs.
No,
I asked the questions.
Oh, great.
No, what I want to ask, no, seriously though, I have two basic things I always look up when I'm on Wikipedia, or I always end up at. It's either one, the list of cryptids, or two, the list of serial killers. Mm-hmm. What are some traps you always get caught in on the internet like that?
Looking up the demographic information of small New York towns.
Why?
And I don't log any of it away.
Yeah.
I just like to think about how these towns came to be and how a town can function with 100 people. And it gets me thinking about what are the industries in this town.
Exactly. Well, that's weird that you bring that up because that happened to me once. I've done that once. Because at my old job where I was a security guard across from Trump Tower, this drunk limo driver wanted me to plan out his day, because I had my laptop with me. He wanted me to plan out his day tomorrow, on the next day that he had to drive to the small New York town. And I looked up this town, and it's this small enclave of a particular sect of Jews. And it's a tiny town. It's got no industry. Half the men are unemployed. And the only reason the women have any jobs is because they're all like teachers and stuff. Because that's why they get jobs.
They provide like town services.
Right.
But the town doesn't bring in any money.
Exactly.
How does that work?
I don't know. But here's the weird thing about that town, and I wish I could remember what it's called. They are being torn apart by religious strife. There's a particular...
But I thought you said they were all the same
They
sect.
are, but there's some people who want to go worship at a different synagogue in the town. And that pissed off the guy who was in charge of the town. The big, like, rabbi that was in charge of the town. And it led to fire bombings.
My God.
People are breaking each other's cars, throwing Molotov cocktails. The butler of the guy who was in charge of the town threw a Molotov cocktail at one of the main dissidents.
That's a good butler.
Exactly.
That butler is extremely loyal.
That butler is better than probably Forrest Whitaker in that movie, The Butler.
Yeah, I'll say so. Or who Who's that butler in Downton Abbey? What's his name?
Oh, I don't watch Downton Abbey.
Oh, you're missing out. There's a new season.
I'll watch that season.
For more on Downton Abbey.
For more information on Downton Abbey, visit pbs.org or go to www.bbc. What I want to talk about now.
You put in a lot of dots there.
You'll get there. If you just put what I said into Google, it'll get you there. You want me to go do it right now?
It's like one of those, what are those paintings that are all dots?
Ist paintings?
No.
Did you get that? Squares? Linked squares. Linked rectangles. Bisecting planes. Jacob is trying...
Stibble.
Stibble. Jacob was giving us hand gestures to tell us what the name of that style of painting is.
I don't think it's stipple.
It's not. I don't think so either.
I don't think that's right. I want to tell you about this bullshit cryptid.
Okay. Go ahead.
This one cryptid makes me real mad. You keep saying cryptid, and I keep trying to think of how to work it in. I couldn't.
Yeah.
So I just... Alien big cats.
Oh my god!
They make me so... Because it sounds great.
Talking about. I know what you're talking about. Shit. I was hoping you wouldn't bring it up.
If your viewers will just take a second and imagine or draw what you think an alien big cat might be...
Right. That's not what it is! Even their most basic person will think alien big cat. They'll at least give a lion antennae or something.
Yeah. Or make it green or glowing, or like the astronaut ape. That is closer to what I would think an alien big cat would be.
Exactly.
An alien big cat is a lion on the island of England.
That's all it is.
It's a puma in Pensacola.
Well, pumas belong in Pensacola.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Absolutely not. Pumas belong in Africa.
No. Well, no, they don't. Pumas. You are way wrong on this one, my friend. If
a puma in Paris.
A puma in Paris. That's an alien big cat. But a puma in Pensacola, they belong there. There's all sorts of big cats in Florida.
They should call them resident alien big cats.
They should call them Resident Evil big cats.
No, that's the same problem. And you think it's going to be a zombie big cat that's like eating other cats?
Right.
Eating cat brains?
I think that would be cool, though, if that existed.
That would be cool.
Though scary.
Yeah. Well, any kind of zombie is going to be scary if it really exists. But
what about all those drones down on Wall Street, huh?
Well, I mean, they're scary. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I guess you're right. Does this clip... No, I'm not going to ask you to do another clip.
Okay.
So what are some mysteries? What about the Bermuda Triangle?
Well, I mean,
Explain
UFOs.
that to me.
There's the Bermuda Triangle. There's UFOs, which are sort of a mystery by mere terms because it's unidentified.
By mere terms, are they a mystery?
Yeah. Of course, there's the unsolved mysteries. There's the devil. Whenever I was about 10 years old, and like give or take 5 years. Like 5 to 15, there was this door that I had that I guess was a what's the thing where it's a veneer? It was like a wood veneer,
right?
Over
let's just say that
board.
Yeah, and
it was mirrored, and it looked so much exactly like the devil that I'm still terrified of bathrooms.
So you're saying though that the devil is a mystery?
Yeah.
I think he's...
Well, this walnut board was a mystery whose answer was the devil.
Okay. So the devil is the answer, the mystery is the question.
But that's just a deeper mystery.
For more information on the devil, do bad things. I I don't know.
He's gonna find you.
He'll get you. We are prone to do horrible things to each other. Speaking of being prone to do horrible things to each other, I got a special surprise for you.
Oh no.
In the studio tonight is your older brother, Mr. Gabriel Grant.
Oh no!
Right there.
Hi.
Now,
Been here the whole time.
as far as cruelty goes, you could tell a story or two about this guy,
That's true. I could.
but let's not.
What?
No,
Okay.
no, totally do it. We need to eat up time. This is crazy.
Oh, cool. We have 4 minutes, so I'll tell a
Yeah.
short one. Once I was going into the bathroom to be scared of the door, and
That was your objective. Okay,
Yeah.
go on.
and when I opened in my bathroom there was the normal door and then the inner door, and when I opened the inner door, then Gabe jumped out with a sword, a big wooden sword pointed straight at my face, and I jumped back, and I hit my head, and I got a bruise.
Now, do you think, tying this all together now, that this systematic torture you experienced as a young child is what made you so creative and led you to writing the movie Gutboy?
Absolutely not. No way. Oh my god, that makes me so mad. Oh, that thought makes me mad.
Gutboy's really mine.
You heard it here first, folks, and that was Gowanus tonight. Do you want to talk more about Gutboy? Do you think we've covered your wonderful new movie?
Well, for more information on Gutboy, you can go to www.gutboymovie.com. And that's how many dots you put in an address.
You wily bastard! I didn't think you were gonna bring that back to bite me in the ass.
Yeah.
But
you
you
gotta watch that.
certainly did.
That's right.